last, for the last, I think for the last 4 months, 6 months, I've been having to talk about not somebody I heard about, not somebody that I ran to a couple of times. I talk about a friend of mine, a real dear friend of mine who passed over the weekend. I go back to Robert Flowers, Reggie McGarry, my roommate, and Walter Davis.
Right.
All these guys I talk to all the time. And then my life coach, I'm going to mention, that's why I called him, because he coached me in every aspect of my life in the last 30 years. Dr. Norman Anderson.
Wow.
Got a call from Pam Anderson's wife on Saturday night saying that Dr. Anderson had passed. And it's shocking. It stunned me because the circumstances just really don't make sense. And I'm not gonna get into all what happened, but I want to honor him. That he's been a member of this show many times. Came on and talk about mindfulness. I'm looking at a post that we posted 3 years ago where he was on the show. Join us tomorrow morning. We're talking mindfulness with Dr. Anderson, a former CEO of American Psychological Association. He's a nationally known psychologist. This guy here.
Wow.
I mean, he was just went to North Carolina Central, played basketball at North Carolina Central. Then of course from there to UNCG. He taught. He taught at Duke. He taught at Harvard. He's a professor at FSU, professor at Michigan, Brown.
That's big time.
This guy, let me put it this way.
Duke.
I have nothing, I can't think of nothing negative to say about. That's something, everybody got issues, but this dude, I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's damn near perfect. Because Norm was the guy, he just gives you that energy. He has never have anything negative to say about you. Extremely bright. And I for a long time, I know him for 30 years, but I was trying to get him to become my frat brother, right? And I find him, and he thought about it, and something he decided he wanted to do. And I was talking to his wife yesterday, and she told me, she said, you know what? When Norm plays Kappa, came a member Kappa, but 10, 15 years ago, that changed his life in a positive way. He's more introverted at the time. Now he's like, she said, it just made our life better.
That's awesome.
And he's a world renowned. He was a world renowned, just intellectual. This guy was just special, and he was my life coach. And we had just talked on Wednesday, Pam, about going to lunch on this week, because he had just had knee surgery and some other things, but he came out of there, everything's great. Then something stupid happened. But I just wanted to raise him up, his legacy. Because this dude here, Dr. Norman B. Anderson, Google it, and get a cup of coffee, spend some time and reading about how special this guy is. He was special to me. I love that guy, and he was my life coach, trust me. In times of my life when I was really, really down, at times of my life when I was really, really up, he always, I had surgery. He drove down from D.C. and hung out with me and made sure I was straight. Just so many things about this gentleman that I could talk about. I have no time to do it, but I loved him, and I'm going to see him on the other side.
That's right. Very special individual. We talked about this just last week about the Dash, and you just listed so many things that's included in the Dash.
He's an author. He was on Today's Show with his book. Yeah, I mean, this guy, I'll tell you, it's amazing. So we're gonna. That's gonna be a private ceremony at some point. That. I gotta tell this to Pam. Don't get upset with this. What was so interesting about this dude? He was just so he had a notebook he wrote, and I can't remember how she described it, but she said in the book, he said, in the event that I become deceased prior to my wife, here are the people that you need to contact and share with. and fortunately or unfortunately, my name was on that list.
On that list.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
I just thought, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna do the same thing. I think it's something that we have to set ourselves up for, because we all got to go.
That's it.
Absolutely. This just in, but the mindfulness of Dr. Anderson to have a notebook with those things in there, just blew my mind. But that's him.
I was gonna say that sounds like that was him.
Phenomenal tennis player, used to beat the brakes off of me. Pam, if he beat brakes off me, you know the hell he would beat the. Anyway, I'm not gonna break your name.
He beat the brakes off of me.
But no, great tennis player, man. He could play tennis,
awesome.
And we played golf together. Anyway, but yeah, that whole little thing about the notebook was special. So
yeah, that's like you said, the mindfulness and the thoughtfulness. For his wife.
Yes,
you know, when you are prepared.
Yes,
and because it's such a tough time for families, especially your spouse or a significant other, then that helps them move forward and gives her strength and step by step of what to do.
Yeah, this guy.
So he gave her immediate support system is what he was doing.
Oh, absolutely. Well, but when I said. He's a cap, obviously, my fraternity, but he's a cap of my dreams. I mean, he walk in the room, it just changed everything. I mean, he's just that guy. I mean, I'm saying, and it's just really tough that he's not with us anymore. But